Hello everyone. Welcome back. This is the last session of our Modern JavaScript Refresher series. In this session, we will use modern JavaScript concepts and syntax in a small project. So discuss about the project. So guys, we will build a small API that will fetch the data from dummy JSON placeholder site. The JSON placeholder site will look like this. And here we have some dummy posts that we will read it through our API. So to build the API, we will use ESNext module to manage our code, and we will also use asynchronous code that is async and await in our project. So let's create a folder called 11express.js with modern JavaScript syntax. And within that I will create two files called fetchdata.js and index.js. Within these JS file, I will use ESNext module to export and import. But before that, let's look into the package.json file. So first let's install a package called NodeFetch. So here you see we have Express is already installed for our project, which we have done in Node.js refresher course. Now as per our requirement, we have to fetch data from JSON placeholder site. So to fetch the data, we need a node module called NodeFetch. So let's install it by writing npm install NodeFetch. This will install the NodeFetch package into our project and add an entry into package.json file. So it started installing. And you will notice that it has done the installation and made an entry into dependencies section. So now we are done with first step. Now let's proceed to the fetchdata.js file and write the code to fetch data from JSON placeholder site. I am going to write code that defines an asynchronous function named fetchData that takes a single parameter URL. This function is designed to fetch data from a specified URL and return the parsed JSON data. The function uses the fetch API to make an HTTP request to the given URL. The await keyword is used to pause the execution of the function until the fetch call completes and returns a response. Once the response is received, the function calls the JSON method on the response object to parse the response body as JSON. This operation is also awaited, ensuring that the function waits for the JSON parsing to complete before proceeding. If the fetch operation or the JSON parsing fails for any reason, the code inside the catch block is executed. The catch block logs an error message to the console using console.error and rethrows the error to ensure that the calling code is aware that an error occurred. This is important for error handling in the calling context, as it allows the caller to handle the error appropriately. By using async and await, the function is written in a way that is easy to read and understand, resembling synchronous code while still performing asynchronous operations. This approach helps in managing asynchronous code more effectively and makes it easier to handle errors that may occur during the fetch operation. Now let's proceed to the index.js file to write the code to use the fetchData function. Now I am writing the code to set up a basic Express server in Node.js. It begins by importing the necessary modules, Express for creating the server and fetch data from the file fetchdata.js, which we have created for fetching data from an external API. An instance of an Express application is created by calling Express, and a constant port is defined to specify the port number on which the server will listen, in this case, port 3000. The code then defines a route handler for HTTP GET requests to the /posts endpoint. This handler is an asynchronous function that attempts to fetch data from the JSON placeholder posts URL using the fetchData function. If the data is successfully fetched, it is sent back to the client as a JSON response using res.json data. If an error occurs during the fetch operation, the error is caught, and a 500 status code is sent back to the client with the message error fetching data. Finally, the server is set to listen on the specified port. When the server starts, it logs a message to the console indicating that the server is running and provides the URL where it can be accessed. At localhost 3000 port. This setup allows the server to handle incoming requests to the /posts endpoint and respond with data fetched from an external API. Now let's run the code and access the posts URL to verify how our API is fetching the data from JSON placeholder. But before that, we need to do two changes inside the package.json file. First, we need to specify the location of main. and then include the start location of index.js. Now let's run it by typing npm start at the terminal. It throws error because we did miss to specify the type. So let's do it. Now save it and run the npm start again. Server is started now. Let's access the localhost 3000 and posts endpoint. Let me open a browser tab and try to access localhost 3000 port and put /post and press enter. Then you will find that it returned the JSON placeholder posts data. So that's it guys for this session. We are done with the modern JavaScript refresher course. In the next course I am coming up with TypeScript refresher course. TypeScript enhances JavaScript by adding static typing, improving code quality, and providing better tooling for large-scale applications. On this note, I am stopping over here. See you in the next session.